Gentleman from North Dakota is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I thank the chairman for yielding and for his good work on this important legislation. Mr. Speaker, during the last Congress, while I served on the Natural Resources Committee, we held an oversight hearing regarding the child protection crisis on the Spirit Lake Indian Reservation in North Dakota in response to numerous child deaths, as well as whistleblower reports that were detailing unsafe tribal placement of almost 40 children in abusive homes, many of which were headed by known and convicted child sex offenders. In an effort to protect these children and children around the country, I introduced the Native American Children's Safety Act, a bill that Senator John Hoeven of North Dakota has also introduced in the United States Senate. This bill implements across-the-board minimum protections for children placed in foster care at the direction of a tribal court. Standards, Mr. Speaker, mirror existing national requirements for non-tribal foster care placements, ensuring that tribal children receive at least the same, if not higher, standards of foster care for children, non-tribal children placed in foster care. This bill is bipartisan. I believe is non-controversial. It was reported out of the Natural Resources Committee, both this Congress and the last Congress, with unanimous consent. I also want to take the time to thank several members of the administration, particularly the BIA, as well as Health and Human Services, for their assistance in refining the bill. I also want to thank the National Indian Child Welfare Association, who assisted in refining the bill, and as well as the National Congress of American Indians. All of these refinements to the bill help make the bill better. It, more importantly, provides the flexibility to the tribes in fulfilling the obligations of the bill, and I think makes it a much better bill. So I thank everybody that was involved, and I thank my colleagues and hope that we can pass it without objection today.
The gentleman from North Dakota yields. The gentleman from Utah reserves. The chair recognizes the gentleman from Virginia.
Mr. Speaker, I yield myself such time as I may consume.
Gentleman's recognized.
Thank you. Currently, Native American tribes and their tribal courts use procedures and guidelines that vary significantly from tribe to tribe when placing a Native American child in a foster home. Current law does not require that the federal government or Indian tribe perform rigorous background checks on foster parents or foster homes in order to ensure the safety, health, and protection of Native children. Consequently, there have been appalling cases of Native American children ending up in dangerous and unsafe living conditions because they are placed in an overburdened foster care system that failed to ensure sufficient background checks of placement homes. We critically need background checks of individuals and institutions selected to foster Native youth. H.R. 1168 strengthens background checks on prospective foster care parents prior to placement of Native children into foster homes, and sets forth a uniform manner in which federal and tribal agencies serving tribes may conduct such checks. I ask my colleagues to stand with me in support of Native American children by supporting passage of Mr. Cramer's H.R. 1168, and I reserve the balance of my time.
Gentleman